Has Calgary's real estate market crashed? Not even close. Let's dive into the numbers and see what really happened in July. Hi, I'm Brian Howard with eXp Realty here in Calgary, the Howard team. And here's your Calgary market update in just under 4 minutes. So what we know, summer is typically a little slower for real estate, and July was no exception. We had 1,904 homes sell. That's down about 9% compared to last July. New listings also slowed, dropping about 15%. So it looks like both buyers and sellers have been enjoying the beautiful summer weather we've been having. Now, here's the interesting part. Even though sales slowed, inventory stayed relatively steady at just over 6,600 homes. That gives us about 3.5 months of supply. So what does that actually mean? It means we're no longer in the strong seller's market that we've experienced over the past few years. Instead, we're moving towards a much healthier, more balanced market. So what about prices? The overall benchmark price for all residential property types is now $570,000. That's about 2% lower than a year ago. But the story really depends on what you're buying or selling. If it's a detached home, prices are actually holding up very well. The benchmark price is now just about $744,000, only about 2% lower than last year. And most detached neighborhoods remain balanced. If we're talking about semi-detached homes, there really hasn't been any major changes. Benchmark price is sitting around $691,000, essentially unchanged from a year ago. Now, let's talk condos. That's where the story starts to get tougher, especially if you're a condo owner. But if you're thinking about buying one, wow, I've got some good news. Apartment-style condos are down more than 8% compared to last year, and buyers now have almost 5 months of inventory to choose from. That's creating some excellent opportunities for first-time buyers, investors, anyone who's been waiting for the market to become more favorable. So why is this happening? You've probably noticed all the cranes around Calgary over the last, 5-ish years. Simply put, we built a lot of condos. In fact, there are still more than 17,000 apartment-style units under construction. That continued supply is putting downward pressure on prices while giving buyers more choice than we've seen in years. So what does all this mean? If you're buying a condo, you have more negotiating power today than you've had in a very long time. If you're selling, whether it's a condo, a townhouse, or even a detached home, great properties are still selling. But pricing correctly, preparing your home properly, and negotiating well have never been more important. Today's market rewards preparation. If you're wondering what your home is worth or whether now is the right time to buy or sell, I'd love the opportunity to show you. Our team helps buyers and sellers make big decisions feel easy. I'm Brian Howard with the Howard team. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month.